Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to complete all of the week 5 challenges. I do one of these videos every single week, so if you are new to the channel, do stick around. We're almost at 200,000 subscribers. I'm hoping to get there very soon. I've also got some merch planned for you guys, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be absolutely awesome to release all these upcoming things onto my channel. Anyway, let's pop straight into this video and talk about exactly what's going on with the challenges. So as you can see on screen right now, I have all the challenges for you guys. We've got search chests in Junk Junction, which is pretty easy, 7 of them. Use riffs only, which is pretty cool. So only riffs, use free riffs, that's pretty cool. Again, only 5 stars or 5 tier points for that, so unlucky with them ones. These are only the free challenges. Next one, we got eliminate opponents in a single match hard. We've actually got to eliminate 3 opponents in total. Not too difficult at all. We should probably be able to do that pretty easily. I'll give you guys some tutorial on the more basic ones in a moment. We've obviously got the battle pass challenges. Now these are the ones I want to focus on first because these are the more difficult challenges. We've got deal damage to players with clingers, stink bombs or grenade, 300 damage. We've actually got hit a golf ball from the tee to a green on different holes, 5. We've got follow the treasure map found in Snobby Shores, 1. And we've also got eliminate opponents in Shifty shafts. So the first one I want to focus on is the actual treasure map for you guys, the most important one, and then I'll show you guys the secret treasure map location as well, because they are the ones a lot of people want. There's a bunch of people that do these challenge videos and they just drag on talking about so basic challenges, stuff like we've got tons out there. You've got like the ones that are like they talk about eliminating opponents in Shifty shafts. Yeah, you can give tips and tricks for it, but simply just land there and kill opponents. Even if it takes 4 or 5 games, it's easy to do. Obviously I can give you guys tips for that, and if you want to see tips on how to complete that challenge very quickly and things like that in the future, I can make these videos good length and tell you guys exactly how to do them. But for now, we're just going to go over basic tutorials. So the location of the chest is inside of Haunted Hills. The map is actually pointed towards Haunted Hills, and it's this building right here. You're most likely going to see it either on top of the building or inside. The most likely prediction from me is possibly on this spiky bit here. I just don't see them putting it inside because there's a chest spawning there, so it's probably going to spawn on top of the building or towards the edge like here. That's the exact spot of it, so you can land right there. Now the secret Battlestar is actually all the way over, unfortunately, at, I believe, Paradise Palms, and it's outside one of the buildings. So let's fly on over there and I'll show you guys the location of that. But as we fly over there, I'll talk about the actual challenge in Shifty Shafts, eliminate opponents. Again, the best tip for that is easily just getting the land pretty easy, playing on 50v50, playing on solo squads, playing on solo. Overall, if I was trying to do these challenges, the best bet for me would be solo, because they go down and you don't have to finish them, and you just land at Shifty and take 3 opponents out. Simply land first, grab a shotgun, and you'll be set to get kills or an SMG. So anyway, we're here over at Paradise. The location of the secret Battlestar is in one of these little huts on the outside. Let me find which hut it is. It's just one of these, one of the ones down here. So here is the hut. It's just by the racetrack, just on the outside of Paradise, and this is where the location of the Battlestar is going to be, the secret Battlestar for week 5. So the most likely spot you're going to see it is actually on the inside of here, possibly right here, or you could see it on the roof, or it could be underneath. Most likely it's probably going to be on the inside unless Epic decides to completely change it. If that is the case, I will pin it in the comment section down below. I also produce a secret Battlestar video every time as well. I produce these challenges separately for the people wanting just to focus on certain challenges, and I do that in separate videos. So if you are interested in knowing the exact location for that and it has been changed, I will do an update video for you guys. I always like to keep you guys up to date with all of the challenges. Now the next one is actually the golf one. Now this one's quite difficult. It requires good accuracy with your golf club. You've obviously got to unlock the golf ball, and once you guys have done that, you simply just land on the green. Now you've got to pick a spot which is pretty cool, because obviously you've got to take it from the tee and you've got to land on the green. Now think of a spot where you can get a bunch of different greens. An easy spot would be one where all the greens are pretty close to each other. Now generally, if you were just to walk around the course, you have all the tees there anyway. Simply, if you started here, you go 1, hit it onto the green, then once you've hit it onto the green, walk to here, boom, and you could simply do that. Or you could start around the tennis court and you can get a pretty good spot, because these two are pretty close to each other. You've got this one here, you've got this one here. You can simply hit it on the green really easily. That's pretty easy to do. So you simply hit it down there, down the fairway onto the green, boom, there's 1. Move across to here, there's 2. Then again, you can go across either to the back over there, which is free, or you can go around here. These ones over here are pretty pretty close to each other. You got this one here as well, that's pretty close. So these three are in like a really close triangle, so these three are pretty good, pretty useful ones to do in one game, or maybe you could do it all in the same game. Then you've got these ones in the distance, which I wouldn't recommend going to. Them three are probably the best, and then you've got another two here by the start. You've got one right there and one right there. Generally, the best ones to do are the ones closest to each other. So the best 5 to do it, in my opinion, will be these 3 here. You simply stand on the tee, hit it to that green over there, then stand on the tee here, hit it to that green there, then simply do that as well with this one here, and then the next 2 would be over on this side in a separate game. Now obviously if you've got loads of time, if you're on a 50v50 or something, you'd probably be able to do this so easily, and it really doesn't matter which one you use. You could simply just go around the course hitting them, and if you miss, shoot again. It's not like you've only got one shot, you've got endless shots at it, so you guys will be able to complete this so easily. There's nothing to worry about at all. I'm sure you'll master this, and I'm pretty sure no one will struggle with this challenge unless you haven't unlocked the golf ball already. Honestly, I actually think this challenge is probably one of the easiest challenges they've released in Fortnite in a long time. A lot of people are kind of worried about it, but don't worry guys, it's so easy. You guys will be able to do it so simply. I'll be producing a video on it as well for you guys, a separate video giving you guys some tips and tricks, but for now, don't worry guys, you will definitely be able to complete that challenge pretty easily. So what other challenges have we got which are pretty difficult? Now the actually clinger and sting bomb or grenade challenge is a little bit difficult. Generally, the best technique to complete that challenge would simply be on 50v50. Now, if you're playing on 50v50, you simply want to use either a clinger or a stink bomb or a grenade to take out your opponent once they're down. If there's a bunch of players in the group, obviously throw a clinger or grenade in there, but most likely you're probably not going to need to, because you're just going to be able to take them out pretty easily. And usually on 50v50, a lot of players are a lot noobier, so you can get some very easy kills when they're down with grenades, clingers and stink bombs. You've only got to deal a total of 300 damage, so to be honest, you're probably going to do this in 1 or 2 games on 50v50 if you focus these items when you're looting. Easily done guys, do not worry about. Now the rifts itself, now the best locations in my opinion for rift portals, you simply have only got to use 3 rift portals. Generally you could just do this from playing Fortnite. You don't even need to focus this challenge unless you want to rush it. The Durburger has a bunch of rifts that spawn on the back around it over here. You can sometimes get 3 rifts spawning here, so you can land here and just take all 3 so quickly and complete that. You can also get a bunch of like rifts over by Greasy Grove, which is pretty awesome. So there's actually the little head over here which drops a bunch of rifts where you guys can land, and you can get so many around here. You can get a bunch on this head over here, which is like a total of usually 2 or 3, and then also on the Viking Mountain, this is one of my top spots for rifts. You could get absolute tons. It may be a bit overcrowded, but to be honest, that is probably one of the best spots you want to go. And a lot of you will probably be thinking, Pat, why aren't you talking about the old Paradise Palms, or should we say the new Paradise Palms? Obviously it's getting a little bit old now, but a lot of people do land there still. Over at Paradise, we actually have tons and tons of rifts, and to be honest, you can simply just land in the main town and probably find a bunch of rifts around it. At this oasis here, you can get a total of like 3 rifts sometimes. Sometimes you get some on the outside of the town, you get some around these carts over here, you get some over here, and you just get a load on the back as well. I've also noticed that a few rifts are spawning on the racetrack, or should I say on the outside of the racetrack facing towards Lonely. So on this side of the racetrack where I am now, you can sometimes get 3 rifts in total, and this area will probably be pretty quiet because there's no loot at all there. It's a complete dead zone, so landing somewhere like that, you're easily going to be able to complete the challenge and get it done. Again, landing at the heads, you're definitely going to be able to do it so simply. Honestly, you just don't need to worry about this challenge. Generally, just playing Fortnite, you will come across 3 rifts. A lot of these challenges are so easy recently that you don't even need to rush them. You can simply just play like 4 or 5 games of Fortnite, have the challenges in mind, and complete the challenges so easily. One of the challenges that I do want to focus a little bit on though is the searching chests in Junk Junction. Now this one in general is a little bit difficult if you don't know Junk that well. However, I know Junk pretty well. I'm going to show you guys all the chest locations right now. The first 2 are actually in the llama. You can get one in the head of the llama. You can also get one in the body of the llama, which spawns just there. There's a total of 2 chests already. You've only got to grab 7. Bear in mind, they don't always spawn, but most of the time, you will have a chance of gaining access to them. You've actually got a few inside of Junk as well. You've got one on the outside just here. You can get one inside this building, which is pretty cool, so that's 4. Then we keep going round, and bear in mind, you don't have to do this in the same game. There's the 5th one on top of this car over here. The 6th one, it's actually just inside this little section here. You can also get a nice little one inside this building, which is just up here, I believe. So there's your 7th one just there. bit glitchy, but there we are. And then we have another one for 8, which is just up here on this building inside this room here. So there's your 8th chest just there. We go down again, we can get your 9th one inside this building just at the back over here. So you've got 9 chests in junk just there. Then the 10th one is on the outside by the crusher over here, and I believe that is every single, oh no, I've missed one. 11th is just over here. So in total, I found 11 chests just in that quick space of time flying around junk. You guys will be able to complete that challenge so easily. 2 or 3 games landing at junk guaranteed. There's actually another chest there. Oh no, it's not a chest, it's a little log. So 11 chests in total, and I may have missed the one up there as well, so there's the 12th one. But yeah, you guys can simply land there and grab the chest so easily, you'll be able to complete that challenge in no time. So don't worry about it. 50v50 or even the new storm mode where the storm shrinks very quickly, you'll most likely have a chance of landing there, because who's going to be landing on the edge of the map? Simply land there, grab 7 chests, and you will have completed that challenge. So easy, guys, you don't even need to worry about it. Now the final challenge I want to talk about is the simple challenge. Just give you guys a little tip with it. Eliminate opponents in a single match. Simply land on 50v50, 3 opponents in a single match. You will be guaranteed to do that on 50v50 if you take them out. If you're struggling with it, go solo, land tilted, and just keep landing tilted towers, and eventually you'll get 3 eliminations and be able to complete that so easily. Honestly, that challenge is something that you'll do generally just playing the game, and you don't even need to worry about it. You'll probably just do it your first game, most likely, if you're above an average player. If you're an average player, maybe you might struggle with it a little bit, and maybe if you have been new to Fortnite, you may struggle with it. But then again, landing tilted towers, I'm sure if you get a decent gun, maybe if you've even got an explosive weapon, you could probably get 3 kills easily at tilted towers, or 50v50 if you are struggling, and you'll definitely be guaranteed to complete that challenge. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll be bringing individually videos out for you guys if you are struggling on some of them. And once again, if you're new around here, stick around for daily Fortnite content. And this is postboxpat signing out.